Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another Walking Dead discussion topic. This is going to be for some predictions for what's going to happen to Gareth and the Hunters. So let's begin. So basically, what's going to happen with Gareth and the Hunters? How is their story arc gonna go on for at least the first half of the season, maybe the second half? What's going on with them? So it has been confirmed that Gareth did escape Terminus. He does survive, and it's pretty obvious because we have seen him in some of the trailers um, from season 5. We see him living. Okay, he's alive. So yeah. So we know Gareth escaped. Now I'm assuming there's at least 20 people within Gareth's group. There's at least 20 people. So yeah. Now if you go down by by how many people died, we go with this. Tyreese killed one of them in the cabin. Supposedly killed one of them. So Tyreese killed one, supposedly. Two of them got eaten up by zombies. So that's three dead. Okay. And okay, Carol, she killed. Let's see, she killed what? She sniped one of them down. She she killed another one with the machine gun, and then she killed Mary. Okay, she left her for the zombies. So that's six people that are dead already. Then you have Rick. He killed two butchers. Okay, he already killed two of the butchers. Um, yeah, he kills two of the butchers. He he knifes another one. He stabs one in the back with a knife. So that's already number 9 killed. Or 3 for him, 9 in total. He's like machine. He mows down 5 more with a machine gun. So that's 14 in total. Nine and like 7 for him, or not 7, like yeah, 7-ish for him. Then before he escapes Terminus, he's shooting at 3 people. One of them is Gareth. So Gareth, he can't die because we've seen him in trailers, and he's confirmed to have, lived on up until the time being. So then he shoots at 2 other people who may have possibly died. So that's 16. You include Alex in that thing. You include Alex, who is also part of the Terminus people. So that's another. So that's 7. That's just another person. So in total, between A from season 4, episode 16A, and from what the hell was I gonna say? And from No Sanctuary of season 5, episode 1, you have 17 dead already. Um, Come to think of it, if that means that there's only 3 of them left, and one of them's Tyree, I'm not, and one of them's Gareth, I then I guess there's more people in that group, close to 25. Okay, let's say just 25 people in the group. That means now you have 8 survivors. Okay, here's the thing: Tyreese supposedly killed one of them, so we don't know if he's actually dead. Okay, um, okay, 2 of the people that Rick supposedly killed. Well, 2 of the people who were with Gareth, at the rooftop by the end of the episode, we don't know if they died, so you could add them as survivors. Also, the guy that Tyrese supposedly killed said that him and a few other people were gonna blow up, not blow up, but make fireworks around the surrounding areas. They all had to go off at the same time. So I'm assuming that at least 2 other people were involved in that. So outside of Terminus, there's at least 2 more people. So about how many survivors would I say? Well, now that I come to think of it, let's say there's 20 to 25 survivors of Terminus, Gareth included. Um, One of them dies in A. Alex died in the season final of last year, or the last season. About at least 15 people died in this episode, in the first episode of season 5. I'd have to say there's between 4 and 8 survivors within the whatever's left of Terminus, the Termites. There's between 4 and 8 people left, so including Gareth. So alongside with Gareth, that means there's 3 to 7 other people with him. So what will they do with those people? Because I have to assume not all of them died. And aside from Gareth, I'm pretty sure a few of them actually did escape. Okay. So what are they gonna do with them? that's the question. Okay, so here, let's say they go, because they did say they're gonna try to follow the comics a bit more closely in this season. So let's say some of the remaining termites decide to stalk Rick's group. Stalk them. Try to follow them and kill them and eat them in the future because they're basically cannibals at this point. What would they do? They look at the group and they realize there's some new people they haven't met before. Because we know that Gareth, right before he kills them or puts them in a train cart, he sees who they are. So yeah. So but now that he sees the whole group, he notices that there's some extra people. He sees Tyreese, he sees Carol, he sees baby Judith, and depending on when they first see them, there's also Father Gabriel, and yeah, Father Gabriel, who is supposed to be introduced in the second episode. So basically, what my prediction is, I predict that since they see the new people, here, if the guy who Tyreese supposedly killed is not dead, if he is still alive, still living and breathing, like me and you, I assume I'm pretty sure he's gonna recognize Tyreese and want to kill him. They're gonna want to kill the whole group, but one of them's gonna recognize Tyreese and say, he did this, and that to me. He's probably not gonna say he was gonna break the baby's neck. But yeah, I assume they're gonna try to go for Tyreese, Father Gabriel, and Carol, not Judith, due to the fact that Judith is likely gonna be with Rick for the most part. But who knows? Here, another thing to point out though, that Sasha did say in one of the trailers that where are our people? Where's our people? It seems like he's telling this to Father Gabriel. So it's possible that the hunters could have kidnapped a few people. Who do I think they possibly kidnapped? Tyreese and Carol, since they don't know him, not know them. Now another person I think will die this season is Bob. So yeah, I would also say Sasha, but she's the one who's saying where is our people. And I also do think Sasha's gonna die this season, but I don't think it's gonna be within the first half of this season, or at least not within the story arc. So if they had to kidnap anybody at this point, I think it'll be Bob, because first off, obviously relationships don't last that long in the apocalypse. So far, the longest lasting one is Glenn and Maggie, and they've been split up as well. So yeah, and also Glenn was about to die in the first half of season 4 with the flu. So you also have that. So I think Bob, because mostly also he's like a kind of a throwaway character. He does have development, but I think he's one of those characters he could be knocked off any other time. Carol and Tyreese is mostly because since they don't know Carol and Tyreese, well, Carol and Tyreese maybe only one of them will know them, and that's the guy in the cabin who was supposedly killed by Tyreese. Um, so yeah, that all depends on whether or not Tyreese really did kill the guy, because also he supposedly killed him off screen, and we don't know what happens off screen, and we never actually saw the body. So yeah, I think they're gonna kidnap Carol and Tyreese, maybe Bob, and maybe kill one of them if they're gonna try to go closely with the comics. They're probably gonna kill one of them. Now, who are they gonna kill off? Oh god, that one's hard. I think any of them could be killed off. Bob, because he's kind of a new character. Tyreese, they could probably kill off, but I don't see them actually doing it. Mostly because, and also I don't think he'd be killed off. Maybe, I mean, he's too nice. The guy in the cabin was right. He's too nice. He's not really meant to hurt anybody, and it seems like he's kind of shaken up. After he supposedly killed or at least beat the guy to a pulp. Um, at the end of the previous episode, he seemed kind of shook up. And then Carol, because she possibly caused a big explosion, which, come to think of it, that probably would have killed at least 1 or 2 people within the explosion, or 3 people or something like that. So, yeah. And also because it did heavy damage that obviously took down all of the sanctuaries. So, yeah. My predictions for Gareth and the cannibals, the hunters, is that between 4 and 8 people survived, including Gareth. They're gonna try to stalk Rick's group. They're gonna follow them, kidnap 3 of them, or 1 to 3 people. Likely Tyreese, in my opinion, Tyreese, Tyreese, Bob, and Carol. Maybe kill one of them. Who, I don't know. And then at the end, they're all gonna die. Or at least most of them are gonna die. Well, yeah, all of them are gonna die. Though Gareth may be questioned by Rick for some time because he is. It does seem like he is with the group for a number of episodes. So what could they be doing with Gareth? Because if you've seen in the trailers, it seems like Gareth is with the core group. So that's also kind of weird. I mean, maybe they keep Gareth around for a while because maybe he's not the actual. I mean, granted, he is a group of cannibals, but here's the thing: and there's train cart A and train cart D. And I forgot who said it. I forgot who said it, but I believe it was Scott Gimple, that said A is for arrived and D is for departing. So I think there's another cannibalistic group that he could be working for, and I think the group that took over Terminus is the cannibalistic group. Um, basically Terminus is someone's bitch. That's basically how I'm gonna put it. Terminus is someone's bitch. And anybody who comes into Terminus is Terminus's bitch. So yeah, basically Terminus is a more higher group's bitch. Gareth is gonna probably try to explain this, hoping, probably be begging for his life. Rick may give him. It seems like someone's gonna give him a chance, and he's probably gonna stick around for at least the first half of the season, tops. The most I could see him, I think. I mean, at the very least, he's gonna die by the end of the season. That's all I'm saying. By the end of the season, he better be dead. He better be dead or zombified. I don't care, but he's gonna be dead or turned, or eaten. If Rick's group is that desperate or wants some kind of revenge, as in that, but that wouldn't make sense because then they'd be just as bad as the Termites. So yeah, basically how I want to see it is that after the events of Sanctuary, Gareth and any other survivors between 3 and 7 other survivors are gonna try to follow Rick's group. They're gonna kidnap between 1 and 3 people, namely Carol, Bob, and Tyreese. They're gonna probably kill at least one of them to make sense. At least one of them is gonna die. Everybody. Then here's where I think it's gonna get kind of shaky. And here's where I think it could go either way. Now they could either kill all of them and end the Terminus story for now, or they could keep Gareth around, questioning him, and he basically explains that Terminus was someone else's bitch. They go off and try to kill all those other cannibals, and then they kill off Gareth in the process. And end of the first half of season 5. At the very least, at the first half of season 5, or something like that, or the first 3/4 of season 5, or something. Because I don't think the thing is gonna last that long, but I think that's gonna take up at least half of the season. So yeah, and then episode 8, that's all done. Terminus is someone's bitch. That makes me laugh. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you not already subscribe. I do Walking Dead discussion topics. I review the Walking Dead comics and TV shows. I also review other comic books, other TV shows and movies. Other comic books I review is New Suicide Squad, Southern Bastards, The Death of Wolverine. What else do I review? Spread. A bunch of other comics. And for TV shows, I review Gotham, Walking Dead, Scorpion, Grace Point, Z Nation, Arrow, and Flash. And then for comics, I know I review a lot of stuff. I just can't remember for some reason. Spread, Southern Bastards, Walking Dead. I'm gonna finish off the Death of Wolverine story arc eventually by next week, I hope. And review that. New Suicide Squad, I also review. I review a lot of other comics as well. So yeah, let's just go with that. Okay. Whatever. Besides that, just subscribe, comment down below on your thoughts on this. What do you think they're gonna do with Gareth and the Hunters as a whole? What are your thoughts on that? Comment on that down below. Let me know. Besides that, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.